Joining us now to review some of the headlines of today's newspapers from around the world is Arise News analyst Emmanuel Ifeni. Great Malabite, good morning.
Good morning, Ruben.
Good morning.
Good morning, Rufai.
Morning.
And good morning, Victoria Tundu MKO Abiola.
Good morning, Mr.
Yes. Yes, we start the review of today's, with this day's newspaper, Nigeria's newspaper of records. The lead story, Buhari orders manhunt for attackers of Imo Police Headquarters Custodial Center, directs arrest of fleeing 1,844 inmates, says incident act of terrorism. IG blames IPOB's IPOB's Eastern Security Network for assault. Uzodinma calls for investigation. Ikpeazu imposes curfew in Umuahia, Aba. Yes, other newspapers are also reporting this story. Of course, the Vanguard newspaper, Mayhem in Owerri. Armed men burn prison, free 1,844 inmates, bomb police headquarters. While the Nigerian Tribune newspaper has the story of Owerri jailbreak. Machine guns, explosives used to free 1,844 inmates, police prisons. Constable shot, vehicles burned, police command raised. Attackers at terrorist presidency. IPOB, ESN did it. IGP, no, we didn't. IPOB, ESN, no one deserved to be in jail. Kanu, while the Punch newspaper also reporting this story. Federal government sounds tough. IG fingers IPOB as gunmen free 1,844 Imo inmates. Buhari calls attackers terrorists, demands arrest. And of course, Ohaneze expresses worry over rising attacks. It appears to declare curfew in Abia. Jesus Christ has risen. You have no reason to be here again. Gunmen tells inmates. Well, of course, let's just look at the Daily Trust also with that story. IPOB, Imo attacks. IPOB building armory to actualize Biafra. Ex-AIG. A sign of state failure, says Falana. End anarchy now, Buhari. Southeast states, police command, ignore intelligence report. IPOB kicks as Nnamdi Kanu hails onslaught. Now, of course, this was one mayhem that happened yesterday when gunmen attacked both the police headquarters in Owerri as well as the custodial center in Owerri, where they freed so many inmates. Some of these inmates refused to leave. And of course, about 30-something of them stayed back, while 6 have returned. Of course, others are still at large. But the implication of this for the security of the country is what is engaging the minds of one and all, that groups of persons can carry out this kind of action. Well, part of the insecurity that is in the land, but the president has given the marching order for the police and other security agencies to get the perpetrators of these attacks and ensure that they are brought to book. Now, if we look at other stories, of course, the Olu of Warri designate announced yesterday. We've seen that controversy where with Amaju Pinnick on our program, as well as the Ologbo Shere of Warri, Chief Emami Ayiri. Yes, I was in Warri over the weekend, and I knew that by Monday there will be an announcement, because that meeting that was convened of all Ishekiris at Ude Ishekiri is only for epochal announcements that such meetings are conveyed. But there's jubilation in the land. But those opposed to the emergence of Prince Shola Emiko are still, of course, aggrieved and still holding out, like Chief Fayuri said, well, he's still considering his options. But the Africans say that the water you will drink from the brook will never pass you. 5 years ago, in 2015, the kingmakers sidestepped Shola Emeko. But today, the prince is the Olu designate. Destiny, as Amaju will say, yes, maybe not, but what will be, will be. And there will also be celebration in Benin City. I can tell you that for free. Ruben, Rufai, and
no, they are
yes.
producing the next queen.
No, yes, because in the household of a certain Captain Osa Okumbo, his daughter is the queen designate, if you will. Yes, I was there some years ago when we moved from Warri to take that beautiful bride to Warri Kingdom. Before long, she will be the queen.
Iwere.
Yes. Ruben,
let's not give the British a chance.
Let me just also remind you, do you know I have ancestral, royal ancestry in Warri? You don't know that. Let me tell you today, because I am the grandson of Princess Wawe Christiana Mayo Numa, who happens to be the daughter of Prince Mayo Numa, the brother of the popular Dod Numa. And my great-grandfather, yes,
on international TV.
So that you know that I'm not just talking.
Can we concentrate on the papers?
Yes, Prince Mayo Numa, my great-grandfather, happens to be the grandson of Princess Owala, and every Ishekiri man knows about Princess Owala, the daughter of the last king before the interregnum. Ruben, some history for you there. So
this is good history.
Please, take note.
Okay.
You're talking to a royal blood. Yes. So, but it's a good one that at least the Olu designate is in place, because it's been long in coming, and we've been waiting for this announcement. 99%, and I want to believe Amaju, is a calculation there, because as he said, he went to school and he was properly educated. 99% of Ishekiris are happy, and peace has to be in the land, because the Ishekiris are known for peace. And let's move on to other stories. Yes, we look at the Guardian newspaper, Nigeria's The Guardian newspaper. Yes, South accuses federal government of denying its farmers anchor borrowers loans. Rivers says none of its 300,000 applicants got the loan. Cross River angry that 20,000 requests have not been granted. Deal with farmers directly, not through political farmers. Scheme not a failure. Who realize transactions, CBN declares. Ruben, if South is saying they've been totally denied a program conceived by our son, Godwin Emefiele, how can South be denied in this anchor borrowers fund? Because
no, he's governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Yes,
not governor of Central Bank of the South.
No,
yes, no,
what I'm saying is that he has been looking, he's always commissioning one project in the north, either in Kebbi or in Gombe. Have you seen him commissioning any farming project in the South, Ruben? Tell me. So we need to address that. Our farmers have to also benefit from the anchor borrowers funds. Not political farmers. We are talking of genuine farmers. So if you have been giving the money to political farmers, then
who are the political farmers?
Yes, then the situation has to be addressed.
Who are the political farmers?
No, but the CBN has also said the scheme is not a failure, because if our farmers are not getting it, then I don't know how you can convince them that this scheme has succeeded.
Actually, most recently, the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria gave an account of what has been achieved under that anchor borrowers program. Agriculture being a major focus, and different kinds of, crops and all other elements. And I think maybe if we take another look at that report that he gave, you'll see that there is a national spread in terms of how the CBN has been intervening. So
yes.
Don't let us jump to assumptions.
But the people of the South are complaining, and Guardian will not use that as his lead story if they are not complaining. And that is what perhaps he needs to also address. It's not enough to say that, yes, there is spread. Who is getting the funds? Are they actually plowing these funds into farming in the South? Are they politicians who are taking this money on behalf of people? So I think it's something that also needs to be investigated so that we don't have this kind of complaints, because the program is for all farmers in Nigeria, not necessarily those from one part of the country. So I think you agree that we need to do something and also cross-check that. Now, if we look at the foreign newspapers quickly, we look at the Wall Street Journal. The lead story: Google wins copyright fight with Oracle in Supreme Court. And the Washington Post is reporting, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Supreme Court ruled for Alphabet's incorporation Google in a multi-billion-dollar battle with Oracle Corporation over elements of Google Android smartphone operating system, a decision that could weaken software copyright protections but allows developers more room to build on each other's product. The court, in a 6-2 opinion on Monday by Justice Stephen Breyer, threw out a lower court ruling for Oracle that said Android infringed its copyright on the Java software platform. That's some victory for Google, and I'm sure Google, the tech giants, continue to expand its frontiers. Now, I'm just trying to get the UK papers. Now, Ruben, Rufai, and Tundu, over to you.
I don't actually understand that judgment by the Supreme Court. It's completely bewildering. I agree with the dissenting judgments. You cannot use reams and reams of somebody else's code. Well, now you can, apparently, according to the Supreme Court. I don't get it.
That is a law now.
It's very strange.
You should know better.
It's very odd, I have to say. The Supreme Court is not always right. They're, final, but they're not infallible. It's bewildering.
Because if you use reams of somebody else's code, where does intellectual property come into play?
Exactly. It doesn't make any sense.
Where's the question about intellectual property?
It makes no, it's such a shocker. I did not expect that at all.
Well, but the Supreme Court has ruled. Ruben.
Well, I thought you were going to comment a bit on this crisis in Owerri.
Yes.
Because it's not only in Owerri that we've had this series of attacks. It all started even over the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, when we were told that 3 suya sellers were killed by gunmen, and then the following day in another market, 4 others were killed, and all of them from a particular ethnic group. They were all identified as Hausas, persons who had lived in their communities in the East for a very long time. And that is indeed very frightening. And then yesterday, there was even an attempt on the government house in Owerri. So you see that there is a pattern to it. And of course, the Inspector General of Police should just not leave the matter at the level of saying, oh, it is IPOB. Our investigations reveal that it is IPOB that is behind it. IPOB, through Emma Powerful, has said, no, that is not true, that they are a peaceful organization. But all of this, all the strands of it, truly frightening. And we just hope that the federal government of Nigeria will do something to ensure security.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Finney.